Hello. I would like to introduce one of the persons with the most abilities that I know of. She's been raising 4 children. She's overcome some difficulties early in life, and today she's going to tell us it's okay to be different. Please help me welcome Rebekah.
So how's everybody doing this morning?
Very good.
Very well, thank you.
Okay. So have y'all ever walked into the room and you're in blue jeans and a t-shirt and you notice everybody's in suits and you're like, oh man. You know, it's okay to be different. You're gonna have that awkward feeling. You know, you want to feel like, you know, the part of it. Now, the whole thing about being different, okay, it's normal. It's normal to be different. If you want to be like everybody else, you're going to get what everybody else got. You don't want to be at that level. You want to be able to climb and breathe the fresh air of creativity, of yourself, of who you truly are deep within you. You want to become the person that you know that you can become because you are different. We're all different in size, we're all different in shapes, we all have the different abilities, we all have our different handicaps. We are born to be different, and thank heavens for that. It took me a long time, you know, to realize that being different was okay, because I was always kind of like discredited by my sister. Never really allowed to speak. Anybody showed me attention, she was there to take it away from me. So I learned to be quiet. Growing up with severe scoliosis and deformities, I learned to close up into my little shell, you know, because I felt like I wasn't accepted. I couldn't wear the cool fashion clothes because then it would show off my scoliosis. I couldn't, you know, participate in a lot of different sports because I couldn't get that doctor's note. So I had to find myself somehow. But how does a person so different like myself discover who she is? It takes a lot of deep thoughts. Meditation really does help. It's absolutely phenomenal to listen to what brings you joy, what brings you happiness in your life. You have to find not only a reason and a purpose to go after these things, but you have to find it in yourself. My whole reason and purpose in my life was because of my kids. My last one just joined the Navy Reserves. Now what?
All right.
Now what? It's like, they're all adults, they're leaving the nest, it's just me. What's my reason now? Well, let's keep proving my doctors wrong, I guess. They told me I wouldn't be walking by age 30. I had a goal set out that I was going to beat that. And I did. I'm 41. I'll be 42 this year.
All right.
Yeah, I am still walking, I am still active, and I am still finding myself. And I still have this thing about being, you know, different. Because when I set out to that first speech and let y'all know my back history, which was kind of sad and depressing, I did something that I knew wasn't me. I wrote out a speech, did the conclusion, practice it, came up here, tried to repeat it, totally failed. That's not me. Right? That is so not me. I learned that in speech class in college. Did the assignment, got up there with my little bullet point cards, tripped all over myself. Next assignment comes up, you know, didn't like the teacher, but this time I didn't take up the piece of paper. I didn't take up the bullet cards. I walked over to the teacher and I'm like, here, take these. And I got up there and I spoke. And I did a wonderful job. Yeah. And I have to own, that's my way of giving speeches. Not premeditating it, not pre-practicing it, maybe getting some valid points that I want to get across, you know, and just coming out here and showing y'all what I am capable of doing my way, my different way. Now, I'm not saying this isn't valid for everybody. You know, there are standard rules that you should follow. Definitely if you're deactivating a bomb, you want to follow these instructions. You know, but then there's these set rules. Not set rules, but more like, kind of like guidelines that everybody feels like the rules. So my challenge to y'all is basically find something y'all love to do. Go ahead and find ways that you like to do it in. And maybe look at the guidelines, maybe try the guidelines, fill the guidelines out. If it doesn't work for you, create your own guidelines. Because that's the only way you're going to get from here to here and show people the difference that it can make on being different. Because being different is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. Kurt Cobain once said, I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I am not. And those are definitely words of a man that knew exactly what he wanted to do and where he wanted to go. And it didn't matter what people thought of him because he was different. Thank you. Woo!
What a great speech. And the notes ended up over here, they ended up over there. That was amazing.
Wow. Woo!